How about this question? Hit the like button if you would rather have Triple H as your boss instead of Tony Khan.
I must say, I really do enjoy making these Collision reviews because I'm the only game in town. Nobody else reviews Collision. People need to realize that Collision is their SmackDown. This is the SmackDown version for all Elite Wrestling. It is Collision. This is their second biggest show every week. So, the first match, Nick Wayne's World versus Samoa Joe. So, what are my thoughts about Nick Wayne's World overall? Does he have upside? Does he have the upside of a Kyle motherfucking Fletcher? I'm gonna say no, not right now. He needs a couple more years. Has Christian Cage given Nick Wayne's World the rub? I'm gonna say yes, but he is still a long way to go when it comes to being a star in the mid-card or in the main event. It seems like they are trying to make Nick Wayne's World their dirty-ass Dominic. But let's be real, he is not dirty-ass Dominic. He ain't got that kind of heat. But I do like how Nick Wayne's World has added more weight. He has added more muscle tone. So he doesn't want to be a bland, generic, vanilla midget fuck. And I respect that. You never want to be a vanilla midget fuck. Do I think that Nick Wayne's World has upside and potential in the World Wrestling Federation? Hell no, not right now. He needs more years for me to have an opinion on that topic. Because right now he is not World Wrestling Federation material. He is all elite fake pro wrestling material. So this was basically a squash match. This was a return match, a return one-on-one match for Samoa Joe. This was a very solid ass match, but Nick Wayne's World, he is not on the level of a Samoa Joe. So this was a jobber squash match. But Samoa Joe, he does look good. He does look like he's in shape. So I like the fact that Samoa Joe is now back in all elite fake pro wrestling. They really need Samoa Joe back on this roster. I will give it a 5 out of 10. Based on this was a squash match. This was a warm-up match for Samoa Joe. This match was nothing more than a tune-up for Samoa Joe. So the next match, Okada versus some jobber named Komander. I can't believe that Komander is the Ring of Honor TV champion. He might go down as the worst TV champion in Ring of Honor history. I'm sorry, he is a joke. Let this sink in. Damian Priest is a former Ring of Honor TV champion. So that's what I mean by Komander is the worst TV champion of all time. Why are you booking him against Okada? Champion versus champion. This was a dumb matchup, a dumb idea, dumb concept. Based on Komander lost to Pac-Man. He got squashed by Pac-Man, a guy who was not a champion. So you want to turn around and book him against Okada, your best pound for pound champion on your roster on Collision? So let me get this straight. He can't beat Pac-Man, a guy who was not a champion. So you want to make a big deal out of Komander versus Okada, champion versus champion. That same champion who lost to a non-champion in a non-title match clean via a squash. That's what I mean by Conman doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Komander has no business in the same ring as Okada. So that right there, you have turned the Ring of Honor TV title into a joke. Where he can't beat Okada, he can't beat Pac-Man, who can he beat? Why is he your TV champion of Ring of Honor? Also, I don't get his name. Why are you named Komander when you do not have a G.I. Joe gimmick? I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you call yourself Komander? You don't have a military gimmick. You are a Latino in a mask. Why are you calling yourself Komander? You are not a commander of anything. So obviously, Komander lost this match. So let's see here. Every Saturday, this guy loses. But you are the Ring of Honor TV champion. You can't beat Pac and you can't beat Okada. Yes, Komander lost this match clean. This match was not close. So you are burying Ring of Honor. You are burying the Ring of Honor TV Championship. So, was this a good match? I'm gonna say no. This match was very underwhelming. This was a jobber squash match. This match was the equivalent of an old school Razor Ramon jobber match back in the mid-90s. This match was not close. Komander did nothing. Yes, Komander had some fancy ass moves. He had some fancy ass hope spots, but that's about it. Komander is buried, okay? What part of that don't you understand? Komander is buried, but he's a Ring of Honor TV champion. So what is my grade for this match? I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. This was a worthless jobber squash match for Okada. The next match, the Undisputed Era versus Danny Garcia and Cool Hand and Daddy Magic. I think those guys are called 2.0. Man, those are some whack ass names. Those are some whack ass indie fucking those. Hold on, let me start over. Those names are garbage, whack, trash. Who the hell calls themselves Cool Hand and Daddy Magic? I'm like, who are you, motherfucking Daddy Yankee? So I would say the biggest highlight of this match was the size difference between Adam Coleslaw and Danny Garcia. It looks like Danny Garcia is in better shape than Adam Coleslaw. That's not good. Let me get this straight. Danny Garcia is bigger than Adam Coleslaw. I did not know that. Good Lord, man. Adam Coleslaw is a small little man. But it looks like Danny Garcia has brought back that dance, because Danny Garcia, he did that dance at the beginning of his entrance. So I like that. Bring back the dance. That dance made you relevant. Why would you want to be an indie, generic, bland fuck who don't dance? That means you are a poor man's Dean Malenko. We don't need more Dean Malenkos. We need more guys like Disco Inferno. Gimmicks like that. I will say this. The only man on this earth who knows how to book Adam Coleslaw, Roddy Strong, Kyle O'Reilly is Triple H. He's the only guy who made those men relevant. Without Triple H, those guys are a jobber tag team. They are a jobber trio. Nobody cares about the Undisputed Era in 2025. Only man that can make those guys relevant is Triple H. Trust me, Con Man, he views those three men as a mid-card act. He don't view them as a main event faction. This is why Triple H is the best booker of the decade. He fooled you into believing that Adam Coleslaw, Kyle, Strong, those men were important, but they weren't. They were job guys. They were mid-carders that he made main eventers. That's what I mean, because look at them now. Look at them now. Those guys are a mid-card faction that nobody cares about. But what do I think about this match overall? This was a trash match. Nobody stood out. This was boring. Why have the match? And yes, Adam Coleslaw did win this match. His team won. But this match is not doing any favors for Adam Coleslaw and his boring ass faction. Holy shit. This match was so boring. You don't understand. This group, it used to be one of the biggest groups in all of fake pro wrestling. These guys were stars under Triple H. But since then, they have been exposed as boring ass vanilla midget fucks. So I'm guessing they are trying to set up a match between Danny Garcia and Adam Coleslaw for the TNT Championship. Like I said, Danny Garcia, he needs to retain that championship. Adam Coleslaw, he is not TNT Championship material. So let's move on to the next segment. It is timeless big booty Toni Storm versus sexy ass Mariah May. This was a great segment. Man, I'm telling you, this Mariah May, she has a bright future in this business. That female is a star. But like I said, I told you last week that big booty timeless Toni Storm is an actor. She had amnesia, and now she's back to being timeless. Like I said, that was only temporary, that she went back to her old gimmick. But hold on, man, holy shit, you gotta go back and watch this segment. This was a masterpiece. I'm telling you, big booty Toni Storm, she has a banging ass body. Holy shit, you gotta watch her in that outfit. That was some, what, maybe lingerie? Damn, that white girl is super thick. I can't believe Juice Robinson is smashing that. Man, she is a pog. A fat-ass white girl. You gotta go back, go on YouTube, rewatch that segment towards the end. Holy fuck. That female is super thick. I'm glad that big booty timeless Toni Storm is back. So, sexy-ass Mariah May, she beats up the rookie Toni Storm, and then that's how she turned back into the timeless big booty Toni Storm gimmick in this segment. This segment, it gets a 8 out of 10. This was a great segment, especially seeing a damn near half-naked Toni Storm in low-key lingerie. Oh yeah, by the way, before this segment, it was Powerhouse Hobbs and Big Cass. They got to a fight backstage. So I'm guessing they are going to be in a feud soon. So we might see Chris Jericho dropping the title to Powerhouse Hobbs. Who caught that? Who pitched the idea? It was me. So it looks like Powerhouse Hobbs is going to be in a feud with the Learning Tree. I like it. They need to give Powerhouse Hobbs the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship. I think they are going to pull the trigger. The next match, the Gates of Agony versus the House of Brody King. Let's be real. That's what this faction should be called. The House of Brody King. You see, I was trying to warn you about the House of BBC without Malachi Black. This group is done. If there's no Malachi Black, man, you might as well break up. Seriously, you might as well break up because Brody King is not a leader. Buddy Murphy is not a leader of men. Without Malachi Black, who cares about the House of Brody King? Imagine the Undisputed Era without Adam Coleslaw. It just wouldn't make any sense. What's the point? Now, here's my pitch. I think they should add Darby Allin. I think that's a great choice. They should add Darby Allin to this group. I think Darby Allin would make a great leader for the House of BBC or the House of Brody King, because you need a dark character in this group. You need somebody to replace Malachi Black. And guess what? It's not Buddy Murphy and it's not Brody King. They should recruit Darby Allin to be the leader of this faction. It will be very, very similar to the backstory between Malachi Black and Buddy Murphy, right? Similar to Darby Allin and Brody King's history. That makes sense, right? Because eventually, Malachi Black and Buddy Murphy, they join forces. Maybe Darby Allin and King, they should join forces. Somebody should send this idea to Tony Khan Man. Add Darby Allin to the House of King or the House of BBC. Call it the House of Darby Allin or something. But he should be in this faction because Darby Allin needs help. For example, how about Brody King, Buddy Murphy, Darby Allin versus the Death Rider BBC Club, right? That makes sense. But I just found out right now that this group is now called the House of Hell. I would say that is a very, very good name. The next match, a 4-way match between Queen Aminata and some Asian girl named Yuka and Serena Deeb and super thick Diana Purrazzo. I must say, Diana Purrazzo, she needs to tread lightly because I heard she is complaining about her booking in All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling. Listen, do not become the next Ricky Starks. Do not badmouth the company like Ricky Starks did. That's why he is not on TV. I don't want that to happen to super thick Diana Purrazzo. But she's right. Her booking has been shit. Man, that was a huge mistake that she left TNA. I gotta be real. Diana Purrazzo, she had no business leaving TNA. That company put her on the map. So I'm like, why would you come to All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling? Con Man, he don't give two shits about the female division. Her biggest match was against Big Booty, Timeless Toni Storm. And ever since, she has been a mid-card girl on Rampage and Collision. But when she was in TNA, she was a star. But in All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling, hell no. Tony Khan Man doesn't take her seriously as a contender. So what do I think about Queen Aminata? I think she is very, very talented. Do I think she is World Wrestling Federation material? Hell no. I think she is in the best company for her talents. There is certain people that are not built for the World Wrestling Federation, but that is not a bad thing. And I feel like Queen Aminata, she is perfect for this company. I think Queen Aminata has huge upside in All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling. But you won't believe who won this match. It was the Asian girl, Yuka. I'm like, wow, you think that people are going to care about Sasha Banks versus Yuka for the TBS Championship? You chose her over super thick Diana Purrazzo. You see, this is why you don't complain about your booking in All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling. That match, it is not attractive. Yuka versus Sasha Banks, I don't get it. Why choose her? Choose Diana Purrazzo, your prized free agent from TNA. This is what I mean by Tony Khan does not respect TNA. But I will say this about Powerhouse Hobbs. I like the fact that Tony Khan turned him into a babyface. Powerhouse Hobbs is a natural good guy. From day one, I always said that Powerhouse Hobbs reminds me of a young Ahmed Johnson. That's who he is. Powerhouse Hobbs is a young Ahmed Johnson. If we are being real, the crowd don't want to boo Powerhouse Hobbs because they feel sorry for him. Why would you boo Powerhouse Hobbs? This guy has been booked like shit for the past 4 years. So that's why the crowd never boos Powerhouse Hobbs, because they respect him. So you might as well turn him face, which Tony Khan did. He turned Powerhouse Hobbs face. That was a great decision. The last match of the night. It is Take a Shit versus some jobber named the Fake Pro Wrestler. Like I said, I don't like that name. That is a jobber indie name. Why would you call yourself the Fake Pro Wrestler? So, was this a good match? Yes, this was a very solid ass match because both men can wrestle. Hence why he calls himself the Fake Pro Wrestler. This was a very, very good match. I do like the fact that Con Man is pushing Take a Shit. This might be the year of Take a Shit. I think he is going to have a great year under Don Callis. This is the year that Take a Shit is going to break out because this match was in the main event of Collision. So that means that Tony Khan is pushing Take a Shit because all year long I've been campaigning. You gotta push Take a Shit. That guy is a fucking star. So what is my grade for this match? I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. This was a very, very good match. Hell, I recommend you go back and watch this match. This was the definition of a fake pro wrestling match. Great match. Who won this match? It was Take a Shit, of course. But like I said, this was a great matchup. Possibly the best match of the week out of the World Wrestling Federation and All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling. So Take a Shit, he won via a Falcon Arrow. What is my grade for this entire show? I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. And I'm done.